Hello, everyone. Welcome to Quarter Swords episode 111. It's 111. We did it.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen again for another 111 episodes. Right? I think that's math. Is that the math? That's it.
Yep.
That's it. And this is all.
Dude, that intro is so good. Like, how long have we had that intro?
It's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I was focused on that too. He was like, hello, everyone. I'm like, shut up, JP. I'm watching the intro, the end of it.
Yeah, Max says, no. Well, don't. I guess Far Verona spoilers. Never mind. Go watch the end of Far Verona season 1 if you want to hear what I was going to say. But yeah, Far Verona's in that. So I guess we'll probably have to give that an update when season 2 rolls around, or I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. I gotta talk with Steven about that, but we'll see how it goes.
It sucks that intro came out, as the culmination of season 1.
Yeah.
I mean,
now I'm looking at him like proud, but I'm also like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oddballs is wrapping up too, so it's like,
Yeah.
I mean,
What can you use, right? Like that's what
Yeah,
roleplay had going, and it still is like
exactly.
moving forward.
Yeah, I realized that about 3 or 4 weeks out from him finishing it, that we're gonna have to slide in some stuff there. But the nice thing is that we kind of planned for that ahead of time. It's just gonna take a little bit more time to actually produce that stuff. But anyways, we'll get it. We can slide stuff in there, new shows, whatnot, pretty easily. Luckily, so it was kind of designed with that from the start. So we'll see how long it takes to get that stuff up and running. Anyways, Max, what's going on? What have you been up to? How's it been? It's been some time. I think we played last Sunday.
Yeah. What did we play? I don't remember. You talking about
What?
Oh,
I'm talking about
I think you're talking
D&D.
about games outside of this.
Yeah, no. I haven't talked to you
people?
I haven't talked to you since last Sunday. That's the last time. We did anything.
Man, I've just been thinking about going on a cruise. Ha ha ha! Max goes on cruises all the time. This one was planned like forever ago, since last year.
The last ones were planned for forever ago. You planned 3 cruises in 6 months. Let's just talk about that for a second. That's crazy.
That's not true. That's not true.
That's absolutely crazy.
That's not true. Okay,
It's less than that.
True.
You're right. It's 4 months. It's 4 months.
I've gone on 3 cruises, right? In the past, the 2 years blurring together, whatever.
4 months.
OPG didn't plan on that one. The dates just landed there, and they were like, "You going?" And I'm like, "Yeah." The one before that was planned with my parents, and then this one was the one that I booked when I went on that first cruise with my parents. After that one was ending, I did their whole Royal Caribbean next cruise thing. They're like, "We'll give you a deal if you book now." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna book now for next year." So that's the one that's coming up now, and that's in like 3 days that I'm leaving. That's going to be super, super dope. It's double exciting because I haven't drank alcohol for this entire month, just as a thing to do with my brother, as like a pact, like, hey, let's drop some pounds. We'll, when we do drink alcohol at the end of the month, our tolerance will be down a little bit, so we don't have to drink as much.
Yeah.
Got to get that cruise bod. Yeah. And also just to do it, just to prove I'm not an alcoholic.
It's an important thing.
Alcoholic check is good. Alcoholic check is good.
Nice.
Say that again, but less desperate this time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get another take on that?
That I'm not an alcoholic. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm gonna have a beer with my brother tomorrow. It's gonna be great, and also go on the cruise and just relax and have some drinks. But right before I go on an actual cruise, I'm playing Sea of Thieves later tonight, which is fucking great because the anniversary update's out. Oh, so excited. I know everyone else here is too. I can tell by your guys' faces.
Well,
I
watched it today, and I was just like, why are they excited because there's something to actually do in this game? Or like, what's happening?
That's ignorant. You're being ignorant.
Because I watched people and they were just like, so what do we do? What do we do in this game? That was the stream. I was trying to figure out what the fuck they updated.
I will say, yeah, when this update, honestly, one of the best things is it's going to get people sailing again. It's going to get people in the game, doing stuff. There's still people you can find playing the game, but it's just, especially on PC, it's fewer and farther in between, because I think a lot of the player base is on console, like that's constantly playing,
Sure.
And since they patched the thing with I think they put the patch in or whatever, where people with console can choose to play with console, which why wouldn't they do that? Because, people with PC probably are going to have a better advantage as far as aims and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there's so much in this update. There's fishing, there's new temples and dungeon kind of things to go through. There's new cosmetics. There's the arena, which is PvP central kind of deal. There's harpoons. There's little like flat guns or whatever. Well, I can't remember the exact name for them. Little guns on the front and the back. Those things. More detailed damage and stuff. So if I'm sitting on a cannon and I'm spam shooting one spot on a ship, it's going to make a larger hole on that ship. I can break masts and stuff. So basically, people that are actually decent, at firing cannons and combat with that are a little bit more rewarded, as opposed to that they can't just like patch up the hole in a jiffy and then it's fine. Especially with some of the ships too, like the sloop or the brigantine, where it's only two decks, so it's super easy to just bail and bail and bail. So I'm hoping that'll balance that shit out a bit. But in either case, it's just a really fun game. It's a fun game that I play with a bunch of my buddies, and I'm really excited for it. It's always had that kind of base there, that mold for really good times. But now that they've added more and more, and this is a lot of the stuff that we've asked them to add to the game for a very long time. So I'm just excited to play that.
Well, good.
Look,
I'm glad.
You know what I played though? Mordau. Mordau's good.
Is that Chivalry 2?
I mean, if you want to be chat, yeah, it's Chivalry 2.
Okay, let's move on.
A lot of people actually playing that.
He's just up and leaving. What did he say when he was leaving? I didn't hear what he said.
I had to go get coffee. I had questions though.
Oh yeah, I did.
I saw a lot of people playing that game, and I wanted to know a little bit more about it. But I guess we'll wait for tomorrow on Drop Frames at 10 a.m. Pacific time, right here on itmeJP, starring me, JP Co-Carnage. It's a great show. You should check it out.
None of us have played the game, so I don't know what the fuck Zeke's talking about.
Oh, we're not going to have a guest on that's played it?
I did not plan to do so. I didn't think it was that big of a release. There were a lot of people playing it yesterday, but I feel like it was one of those things where there's nothing out right now, so people are excited for things like Sea of Thieves because there's nothing out right now, and that's kind of where Mortal's at. Granted, I haven't played it, so I'm kind of talking out of my ass right there, per usual. But yeah, I have no thoughts on it. I would love for Max to weigh in, but yeah, it is. It is indeed. I think it actually came out today, and like yesterday they gave content creators like early access or something like that.
Oh shit! I guess I have the game.
We played it a long time. You were actually there.
Okay.
It was me, you, and Max who played it a long time ago. Yeah, that's why I made that Chivalry 2 joke because that's what I got from the game. Yeah. Zeke, what have you been up to besides really loving Mordhau that we played 6 months ago?
No, I'm sure we'll talk about it a lot tomorrow. But I've been played Days Gone for the last few days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I honestly, I got so many people coming in the chat as you would expect, asking me how's the game? How's he finding it? What, that kind of, what are the opinions of the game? And eventually, since I saw your tweet, I ended up just pointing people that tweet. It's that's pretty accurate. It's it's the most decent game, just good game, solid game, nothing super awesome, nothing super bad. It's just good. It's hard to explain. The one thing I will say, it kept me coming back. I did want to come back and do stuff. The characters and the environment were compelling enough to continue on and go back to it. And I even have a poll on Twitter right now. If you guys if you watch my channel and want to vote on whether you want me to finish it or move on to something else, because I'd be fine either way. Yeah. Whether I finish it out or just moved on to something completely else. But yeah, it's a good game, but and that's the other question I get. Is it worth the $60? I'm I'll never tell you it's to go buy something.
Yeah, that's an unfair question.
A shitty thing to put on me,
The only way to say yes to that is if the game's free, because then it doesn't matter how much it actually costs. It's free.
Absolutely. Yeah. If it's free, super cheap, or whatever, then yes, then I would definitely be more akin to recommending it. But
yeah,
if it's anywhere near $10 or above, it's I'm not going to tell you to go buy it.
Right.
I checked out the new Magic expansion today as well.
Yeah, man, I'm on the edge right now I have nothing to play both on and off cast, and I'm on the edge of potentially just playing Magic, which is it's a bad idea.
What'd you think, Zeke? What'd you think?
lot of rules, lot of like big card descriptions, and that is
dude,
made
everything in this current set is wordy as fuck. Like full card, size 4 font, millions of effects, and also I think because a mass is quite long. Any card that has a mass on it, if it does anything else, it's like, whoa, okay, cool. There's a lot of stuff here.
Yeah. No, I played one draft during my little 2-hour mini cast today, and it was the best 2 out of 3, and it took like a while. It took like 45 minutes to finish a 2 out of 3 game.
Yes.
Because I was reading shit. Limited. It's mostly my fault.
Well, it's limited is real slow in War 2. Like this particular thing, I think that if you're playing it just doing draft or sealed, you're getting a lot of cards that are there's not a ton of removal, and so things slow right down. And there's a lot of building. Like when we did the pre-release, I think every game had both players with boards with like 5 or 6 creatures on them at a time. It's pretty significant.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it takes a long time, especially when if you know anything about Magic, if you have a lot of permanence on the board, there's just so much to consider when you're like every turn, whether you want to use an ability, you want to attack, you want to do this, that, the other thing, you want to wait, that kind of stuff. It's just a lot to take in. And I love figuring that shit out. It's one of my favorite things with the new expansion is figuring out how the new rule sets work and how card synergies work and stuff like that. But I tried to do one draft. I did one draft I did a draft and one like 2 out of 3 match in 2 hours. Like if that says anything to you. But I relish that though. I really enjoy that part of it. Is like looking at a card and going, okay, that card does that, and then I could go with this, and then it really works well with that. What do you guys think? Yeah, that's what I thought too. Okay, and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Is there any mobile version of Magic yet, or is it still desktop only?
I think it's still technically in beta.
Sorry.
Yeah, but there's no mobile version yet. Just PC. But I'm sure
there's if you look it up, there are workarounds that people have made for phones and stuff, but it's not technically mobile. It's just like treating your phone like a PC and like trying to work around that way.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Dan, I know you have been playing a lot of Days Gone as well. Do you agree with Zeke's assessment?
Yeah, it's just good enough to keep playing, which is
okay.
I think how everyone agrees. It's just like it's just good enough that you want to keep going. It's like, oh well, I want to see what happens next. Like I just got to the second half of the game, and the story has gotten much better than the first half of the game was.
Drag on.
Not a big fan of the main character. He's kind of a dick, and he does.
Yeah. That's a good point for sure. Dan actually reminded me of an analogy that I wanted to make about Days Gone. It's that television series that's good enough to watch when you've watched everything else.
Oh, so it's the Cobra Kai of video games? Is that what you're telling me?
Maybe, yeah.
Nice.
But it's like, oh shit, there's no new Game of Thrones, there's no new whatever episode you're watching. It's like, I'll go back and watch that. It's compelling enough to like keep you interested. Like you'll sit there and mindlessly like eat your dinner and watch this episode.
Okay. I would agree with that.
Yeah. I did that with Blossom back in the 90s.
Oh
there was some show
God.
before Blossom. There's some show before I really liked, and then Blossom came on after, and there was nothing in between.
Wasn't Boy Meets World before Blossom?
I think so. It was some good show. I can't
Or it
remember
was
what it
Family
was.
Matters.
Might have been Sister. It was
There's Sister. One of those.
That's
90s.
a classic
Step by
network
step.
TV maneuver.
One of those.
Right? Where you're like, we got this show that we want everybody to watch, and we got this show that we know everybody's going to watch, and we're going to try to put them near each other so people will just be like, I'm too lazy to change the channel. Let's just watch Sinbad.
Yeah,
okay?
it was TGIF on ABC.
Now
they did all that. It was
Blossom was the show that had 5, right? Her friend 5.
It had Joey in
I
it.
think so.
I think Blossom's best friend was named 5, right?
It's been so long, but
I don't recall.
And that's why I watched it.
I just remember Joey.
Or 6. It was 6. That's right. It was 6.
6, yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
You were off by 1. It's
5's
fine.
Watership Down. That's Fiverr. Watership Down.
6.
Oh, apparently there's a 5 in That's So Raven. That's So Raven was I'd never watched that. That was past my time. That was the next generation of
Yeah.
thanks God or TGIF.
Do you know if they ever figured out what was So Raven after all? Like, was that the big series finale, or did that show get like a Sopranos thing where she's like, they finally realized what's So Raven, and then they just don't tell you. They just like cut to black.
I don't know.
I wonder. Sure. What was So Raven?
I don't know. What was that? Did they just say that's So Raven every episode at the end, and then like the credits rolled, or how? I never watched an episode. I never understood it. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever it was, that was it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, Dan, you been playing anything else besides Days Gone, or is that pretty much it?
Just that one, since nothing's really out right now.
Yeah.
Kind of starting to get into the summer drought where nothing's come out for a while.
We're here early, I feel like, as opposed to other years. I guess we have Rage 2 coming out in 14 days, 2 weeks or so, but
Yep. Hopefully it's good. It looks good from all the previews and stuff.
yeah,
But
I'm right.
you never know with these types of games.
You never know. Adam, I'm not going to forget you this week. You were in Poland. You've been traveling still. You haven't stopped. You just going.
God,
forever.
I know. Like I planned going to this Polish convention ages ago, and it was fine. It all made sense when it was like Japan, and then I got a little while to like chill out and stream and stuff, then go to Poland. But then I went and did the loading ready run, the pre-release thing. So it's just been like nonstop. And now I have like, I don't know, a month or so before I have to do anything else, which is nice. But man, PureCon was awesome. I have never been to a convention where they treated me so well. Like it just made me feel like PAX and like Gen Con and like every other convention I've ever been to. I'm like, oh, those cons treat us like garbage.
Now, when you say us, do you mean game creators or speakers or
people that go and like contribute to conventions, like people who speak on panels, or like, you know how like PAX is basically like, yeah, you could get a badge, a speaker's badge, but we're not going to tell you if you got it or not until after the regular badges are not on sale anymore. So you're going to have to just like find somebody and beg for it.
Yeah. Or you have to sign some agreement to like, you have to make a video in this alley with this people.
Yeah.
90 minutes of content.
So PureCon, I ran a game for some of the organizers. We played Dungeon World. I ran Dungeon World for some people as part of a charity. So they like basically like auctioned off a game for some people. I did an exhibition game with a bunch of other game designers, and I ran another game with some like local GM like folks.
Jeez.
And I did like a little interview, and I was like around for some other like smaller stuff. And for all of those events, like they paid to fly me out there. They paid for a really nice hotel right near the convention center. And then this is the best part. I just had like a guy. I had a handler. I had Krish, and his whole job was just to like make sure I made it to my stuff on time, escort me places. Like if I was like, oh, I don't know like where a good restaurant was, it was his job to be like, I will take you to one nearby.
Dang.
Translate for me. Make sure that like the con was good, and it was impressive. Awesome. I felt crazy famous. They had it was like a valet.
How many people show up to this con? Is it pretty big?
40 to 50,000 people.
Holy shit, that's a pretty big con.
Yeah.
PAX East, I think, is like 70 to 80, so that's bigger than South for sure. Right.
So this year, right? Codinator in chat said this year is 50,500. Codinator is particularly interesting because this person showed up to the con in cosplay as me, which is pretty funny. There's some really good photos of the two of us together. I had a clone at the con, but yeah, man, I'm spoiled now. Now,
that was a great picture.
Yeah, now I'm gonna go to a regular con like PAX or something and be like, wow, cool. We're making content for you. We're doing cool panels and stuff, and you're just giving us shit.
You want some water? You want some water? $5 for the water, sir.
Oh yeah. No, there was like normally there's like little green rooms or whatever for stuff if you're like right before a panel or whatever. But this place had a dedicated floor of a restaurant that was the VIP area all day, every day. And
wow.
You could just go and hang out there, and like, yeah, it was amazing. Now I know what being famous feels like, and I will never settle for anything less. That's not true. I totally will. But like, man, PAX, Poland's making you look like a bunch of jackasses.
Yeah,
Get on it.
Poland's bringing it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. But the content, I'm being struck by the content creator life. I got back and right away I was just like, cool. Well, all of my subscribers left and I have 7 million things to do because it's the end of the month. So I'm going to be pulling 12-hour days for a couple of days just to get back to where I was.
And then I was
Do you mind if I make your schedule harder by making? I want to play the Sea of Thieves update earlier. Please, Adam, can you find it? In your heart?
I felt bad, but I was like, honestly, dude, my first thing is basically like starts at 9:30, and I'm gonna be going until like several hours after Court of Swords is done. So no, I have no
I
room
really
to
want to
adjust.
shoot people and fish. Adam, is it okay?
You're gonna play and you're gonna stay up till 3 a.m. anyway. So
I am going to be up pretty much all
fine.
night playing that
You're
fucking
gonna
game. Yeah.
you're
true.
gonna be fine.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, cool. I'm glad you had fun in Poland. It's also exciting to hear that. For some reason, I just didn't expect the con to have 50,000 people.
Yeah, dude, it was great.
What was the name of the con again?
It's called PureCon?
PYR.
PYRKON.
And you had the purest form of service for you, huh?
It was good.
That's right. It was peerless. Yeah, it was good. I didn't get to. I got to hang out with a couple of the other guests. They had some like fantasy authors and some other games.
Brian
folks.
Sanderson there. That's the only fantasy author.
No.
I know. George R.R. Martin, is that the other one? That's
No,
it.
not. So I was talking to. So Brian McClellan, who was there, he was one of the authors there. He was telling me like, yeah, every time anyone thinks of epic fantasy authors, they think of three people: George R.R. Martin, Brandon Sanderson, and the Name of the Wind guy. What's that guy's name?
Oh, Patrick
Rothfuss. Yeah. It's like that's the top 3, and then there's everyone else after that, and that's it.
Yeah,
It's just
I
those, and then
honestly
the people
couldn't
nobody
name
knows about.
anyone else. That does. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't read books, so that's probably why. But yeah,
The guy that played Kratos was
the
was
guy
there.
from Stargate.
Guy from Stargate, yeah. And I was
Christopher
going to
Judge?
talk to him. Yeah, I saw him come into the VIP area, and I was going to talk to him. But between the time when I was going to get up from my seat and the distance that I had to cross to get to where he was sitting, he fell asleep. So I was like, "That's cool. The dude needs a nap. It's
What?
fine."
I thought
I'll
you were going
just
to say
go
he got
somewhere."
swarmed or something. He just fucking fell asleep.
Yeah, he just came. He just came. We were all sitting and hanging out, and he just came in. And he was like, "I'm just gonna take a nap." Sits down, asleep. I'm like, "Oh, it's all right. I'll catch you next time, man." But the ability, I like. This is the thing, right? Like the ability to grab a nap anywhere. That's a very strong.
That's a
skill.
very strong skill.
I respect
I
that,
didn't
and I'm
let him
happy that
try.
I have. I don't have like a super strong ability of that, but I can fall asleep most places, which is very
Yeah.
handy. I've fallen asleep standing up once. Can you do that?
Wow, no.
No, that's
Were you just
slightly
like
leaning
so
on a chalkboard.
exhausted?
Were you on a cruise?
No, I wasn't on a cruise. Okay, Jesus. No, I was. It was in health class or whatever. Like or you know how the like health class and PE kind of mix. He's the same teacher usually. Like they have that like mixed a lot.
Right.
So it was like the classroom part, and the heat was fucking cranked up like crazy high in that room. And I kept telling him, I'm like, I kept falling asleep at my desk because the heat was just so hot that I would fall asleep.
Were you passing
that's
out
how I
or were
read.
you falling asleep? Are you
I was literally
interjecting
just falling
passing
asleep.
out for
About.
falling asleep here?
It was like an uncomfortable, like, I don't know what to do. I'm so uncomfortable. So I just fall asleep because what he's saying is not interesting. And then, I'm just miserable. I kept falling asleep. And then I told him, I'm like, dude, it's so hot in here. It's why I keep falling asleep. I don't know how to explain it to you. I'm not going to explain it to you, JP. I feel like I don't need to. Stop furrowing your fucking brow and listen to the goddamn story.
I'm listening. I just falling.
And then he had
if
me.
I'm
He's
hot,
like,
I
"All right,
can't
just
sleep
go
at all.
up to the front of the class. Just go up to the front of the class. Stand over there. Fell asleep leaning on the
I also just fall asleep if you put a plastic bag over my head for like 45
Some
seconds
people
to a
get
minute.
that. Whatever. Okay. You guys are assholes.
Actually, asphyxiation doesn't count as falling asleep, guys.
You've
Yeah.
never had a room so warm that it's like literally exhausting to be in that room.
It's called heat stroke.
Those are called
Yes,
saunas.
that's a real thing.
And yeah, that's a heat stroke that you're experiencing.
So you're saying I gotta
I
make a
know what
call and
you're
be like,
saying,
"Holy
Max."
shit, this was abuse."
Yeah, it was child abuse. You should sue the school, without a doubt.
I was in high school. That was forever ago.
Give them an old sue. That's what they say.
It wasn't
I'm not that far away
wasn't
from
that forever ago.
my local high school now. I can be there in like
Just go in there and
demand.
demand to talk to the principal.
Listen, hold on. First
How
of all,
dare you?
Let me see the temperature in this room. You're lucky. You're fucking lucky.
Yeah. Well, you guys had snow like 3 days ago, so the heat probably would be on,
I am
right?
so tired of this fucking snow. Even for Chicago, it's
a little late. Yeah,
it's late.
We're a day away from May. I've been on tornado watch all day, Max. It's fun.
We got to, there's like a big, I don't know if it's part of the same system, but I woke up this morning, to
about 30 minutes ago.
A really loud, like multiple, like of like thunder, and it was some of the loudest thunder I've heard in a long fucking time.
Yeah,
like it shook the goddamn house.
Yeah, pretty much in the center of the U.S. right now. There's multiple storms, and I think there's been like 3 or 4 different tornadoes that have been.
There's probably
occurring.
A couple people that somebody said in chat too that they probably felt that if they were anywhere in this area a little bit,
Yeah,
crazy, man.
Yeah, Neville's over there watching the window. He's got to let me know if a tornado pops up. Then I'm just gonna have to go. I'll start running. So, hopefully Neville's not asleep on the job. I don't know what he's doing.
Sorry, guys, we got to cut the episode short because tornado.
It'd be a first. It'd be a first.
I mean, I haven't had tornado intro.
I don't think we've ever
had.
A
fan would still complain that you. But,
you get tweets. You definitely get some tweets.
I can imagine it here, guys. I need to roll a what? You want me to roll a what now? An athletics check? Oh God, there goes the top of the house. Just that for about 30 minutes. Be good. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. All right, let's get caught up on last week's episode, and then we'll get started here with some goals.
Previously on Court of Swords. Attempting to leave the Divine Comedy and their pursuers behind, Ramus, Berg, and Yotazo are forced to abandon Little Action to the enemy. They make their way to Miss Tippet's, where some semblance of safety seems possible. Meanwhile, Gun Princess awakens, rambling and terrified, somehow able to speak the alien tongue of giants, a language previously known only to Maharib and his people. The two converse, and it's clear she has no memory of who she once was. Their newfound linguistic intimacy obviously upsets Bugfucker, who has memory problems of his own, and a deep frustration at his inability to retrieve his lost experiences. Berg, Ramus, and Yotazo are introduced to the knight, who gives Yota back his missing gear, including his precious jug. They learn the knight is a diviner, like Little Action, and can sense the fluctuations of fountain energy in the Court of the Void. He warns them that this place will kill them surely enough, even if they manage to escape the king and her soldiers. Maharib and Gun Princess part ways with Bugfucker, who refuses to go to the city. Heartbroken, Bugfucker watches Maharib and his only friend leave for the necropolis that so harshly rejected him. Maharib gives Gun Princess a new name, one that better suits the Goliath blood that now flows in her veins. Her name is Amira.
Nice. I like the dramaticness, Adam. That was very well done.
Oh shit! Crossover.
Yeah, they're fun. I like recording those all melodramatic styles, like previously on Game of Thrones or whatever. Like we're a bigger deal. Yeah.
It's the
It's
Amira.
fun. That's really that's my
Amira,
true
not
goal
Emira.
My true goal is to become one of those trailer movie voiceover guys.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pipe some bass into your, some bass into your mic like Max does.
Some fish in your fucking throat, motherfucker.
It's true. It's true. Let's do some goals here.
You sound like fish. It's true. All right, so
just go eat a bunch of sushi. You'll be fine. That's how it works.
So, Yota, I have no goals for you. You accomplished, I think, all of them last time. What do you want your goals to be today, Zeke?
First goal, I want to acquire papers to pass in and out of opportunity.
Okay.
So what we're at the market to actually do, whether we when we meet up with Maharib or whatever, it'd still be beneficial to have those papers.
Yep. Sure.
So I want to get those. Find someone. Find someone who knows how to get back to our realm. Not someone who can facilitate it, but just someone who knows how we can.
Yeah, they
get
know
it
for
done.
sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then an oldie but a goodie. I'm still gonna try to find a way to alleviate my addiction / cravings.
Okay. Sounds good. Cool. All right. Ramus?
I'll be right back.
Mine will be. I'll keep Find the Way Back, Escape the Necropolis, and Find the Vein that Aorta wanted.
Okay. Okay. And Maharib, what do you want yours to be?
I'm going to keep the same ones. Escape the Void, Convince Gun Princess, or now Amira. I'll change that.
Convince Amira to come back to the world.
Come back to the world, and then reunite with the party, which is, I think, just going to be done.
I feel like I gave you XP for reunite with the party last time.
I think you did, actually, because we agreed that it was just going to happen.
Because we talked about not having to... Yeah, not having to
JP,
waste gold
found you
slot
out.
on the
That's
beginning.
true. That's true. I almost got that double fucking XP. Shit.
My goals are have somebody call me Maharib. Fight something.
Find a melon in the market. That's the goal. We're gonna find a melon.
So what do you want? What do you want your third goal to be?
Escape the Void, convince Amira to come back to our world, and this is kind of open-ended, but it's because I don't know what you will potentially allow for this, but I want to make sure how do I make sure, like, either make sure Bugfucker is not alone, or I don't know. I'm trying to think, because he said, like, blow up the city jokingly, but I don't think we can really do that.
And
I mean, you've done it
Bugfucker a
before.
Nice gift basket.
Yeah, send him a nice gift basket. Maybe like do something nice for Bugfucker. I don't know. Let me think about that for a second and see if I can think of something.
Nice fruit basket.
Yeah, just send him an old fruit basket. Hey, thanks, BF.
Okay. Max, what do you want your goals for Berg to be?
I want Berg to get the power stones on the glove, and then snap, and get us back, and everything just goes back the way it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have the two: Escape the Void and reunite with Maharib. So this will stay, obviously. The third was,
we cleared the reunite with Maharib. You got XP for that one.
Damn it, Max! You just heard that 5 seconds ago. At least I took a week.
Yeah, we just said.
you think
Everybody already got that one.
I was just panicking in my mind, like, fuck.
It's okay. Yeah.
I forgot that we're with you.
You will be, yeah, momentarily.
Yeah, well, like we're on track too. Fuck. One of them was to get the wings, but I don't know if I want the wings anymore because it seems like it's going to be too high of a price. You know,
That's
it seems like it'll just cost more.
If you're gonna do it, do it now, because I think we're getting the fuck out of the city today,
Yeah. Shit.
or trying to.
Usually it's just one goal that I have to do now. Two. Would Berg think that? No. Well, here's the thing with the wings. It's like it's not so much that he has an issue with someone rooting around in him. It's the fact that this flesh crafter has he'll take an extreme interest in Berg, and I doubt he's going to let Berg leave. At the very least, something's going to go wrong. Like something's going to go bad. There's going to be a big price to pay. And I think it's going to be more than just like you look weird. Berg can live with looking weird. Like we talked about that before.
Yep. Yeah, we did. That there is a risk. The more people that know where you're from and what you're about, especially knowing what we know about the strength of your corporeal matter, the worse. Like the more risk that you are under.
Mm-hmm. Man, I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. I really don't have much right now for Berg. Convince Order at the party. Probably not.
You could just, I mean, you already have similar goals to the other two. You could just round out so you have shared goals, so to speak.
Yeah, I could do that. Is there any way we can put a pin in it for a second so I don't stall the progress of the show, and then I'll try to.
The only problem is that currently we're stuck between two players who have put a pin in it. You got yours now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zeke
What do you
gave
want
me
for
a
your
really
third
good
one?
idea. I want to give Bugfucker a new name.
Okay.
I want to like
Right.
generate a story about him and change his entire persona and name, and which maybe that process is learning how those names are granted and if that's
Yeah, and it's convincing him to accept it, right? Because like it's one thing to make up a name. Like everybody else called him Obstinate Bugfucker for a long time before he was like, fine, I guess that's who I am. Screw you guys, right? So like convincing him to
I don't know if I want to go back
is part of that.
Maybe the convincing is a role that you do or something, because I don't think I'm going to go back and talk to him. But
no, and it's like making it suitable enough and like how you present it to him and like whatever. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I would.
It doesn't necessarily mean you have to like argue with him about it, but
yeah, I would think that he would just learn because someone goes out there and says, "Are you so and so?" Blah blah blah. Yeah,
sure, that's fine.
Okay,
cool. I'm into it. Okay, that's cool. All right, Max, what do you want to do?
I think one of them could be maybe someone suggested something along the lines, and I was already kind of thinking that. Find something of significance to bring back from this world.
Yeah, that works.
Whether or not that actually happens, I don't know. It's kind of just filling a blank spot. And now we only have one goal left.
Someone in chat says, "Yeah, are you Mary, Queen of Scots? Is that your name here at the farm?" Yeah, that's it. We're gonna name him Mary, Queen of Scots. That's accurate. I like it.
Well, yeah, I mean, like since he's from a different realm, it could be anything. Like name him like Clint Eastwood, like Marty did. Name him something famous from the other realm.
Yeah, exactly. I have an idea already forming, so I'll save it for the actual show.
I mean, I could make my third goal successfully stop the order from poking around on Berg.
Well, he's not currently pursuing. He's not currently pursuing you. He was just like, you seem interesting, but he's got a lot of other stuff going on. It could be something about dealing with the king, because she's still definitely like hunting you.
Yeah, but the king is. I mean, I guess we could try to make another disguise. We could try to make that happen again. Because currently he doesn't have any sort of disguise, and the king now knows what.
Yeah, I mean, how does Berg? Like. I mean, the thing is, how does Berg solve problems, right? Like, look at the tools you have for getting shit done, and then write a goal that you could use your tools to get things.
Killing
done.
the king complicates everything, and it doesn't matter. The king's just going to come right back. In the normal world, yeah, that's what Berg would go to. Be like, fuck it, I'm going to kill this king. But in this world, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's true. You can write one about like protecting your friends. That's a Berg thing to do.
True.
Yeah, I suppose. I guess make sure, protect friends. Make sure they escape with.
Yeah. Okay.
Lame ass goal, but we'll do it.
That's fine for now. Okay. Cool.
At least favorite thing is goddamn goal making. I understand its reasoning, like why it needs to be there.
No, totally. It is. It's
here's what we'll do. We'll just go back to Berg only gets XP by fighting, and the rest of us do goals, and then he'll just never level up. He'll
just a race.
Yeah.
So the last time that we saw all of you were all headed for the market together, right? Maharib and Amira were off to the market, and what were you guys were just going there because that's like the best place to find people, right? Because it's the most populous area in town. You would go there and start your search for your friends.
Yep.
And Berg, Ramus, and Yotazo, you're headed to the market. What was your purpose? Are you headed there?
Get illegal papers. Illegal papers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So when we fade in, I think that we see kind of both groups. We see the three of you kind of on one side of an open market plaza. and then we see Maharib and Amira on another. And you're all walking into this market square, and we see a door open on one of the side buildings, and we can see a group of the Court of the Void, like the Divine Comedy's servants, come out. There is a familiar-looking woman. The last time we saw her, she was at the door to the city, to Opportunity. So we see her and a group of 4 guards with her, all dressed with the kind of like motley over their armor, and we see the woman. She's wiping blood off of a knife as she comes out, and they're all laughing, and they emerge out into the square. I think that despite the fact that you haven't seen each other yet, the two groups of you see them coming out of this. You see them coming out of this building. What do you do when you see them?
All of us see this, you said?
Yeah, you're on opposite sides of a central square with there's like a statue in the middle, and it's a newly installed statue of this kind of regal looking like figure with like long robes and like gestures, like face paint with like tears on the side of his face.
I think I like grab Amira or put my arm around her and like move her to whatever the nearest market structure is, and just like point down at that thing while looking over her shoulder to see what happens. Just as kind of to fit in.
Make a persuasion check.
Great. That's an 8.
Okay, let me see what kind of mood Amira is in.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Okay, all right. So she kind of like looks at you like, what are you doing? Like tries to like shrug your arm off, and then realizes like, oh, we're not actually going to look at something. Like you're trying to like get us away to like not be seen. And so she still like kind of like shies away from you and moves away a little bit, but she plays along rather than making a scene. And as the two of you come over to the table, there's some like fabric there, like big rolls of fabric. Across the market square, 3 fugitives spot the police. What are the 3 of you going to do?
Are there like any people like, in the town square shouting at a group of people, or like people like gathered around talking?
I don't think there's anyone necessarily like. There's no like, you don't see any like barkers or anything, but there are people all over the place. Yeah, the place is like scattered with various humans and tieflings and what have you.
I guess we would try to go to the largest crowd and try to go into the center of it and try to blend in. Whatever the crowd is around or looking at, we would be trying to blend into there.
Okay. And you're gonna try to get Berg and Yota to do the same.
Yeah, like I think we all 3 see and we like instantly, without having to say anything, know that we need to like hide from these people.
Okay, Berg or Yotazo, do you do anything different, or do you follow Ramus's lead?
Probably just follow Ramus's lead. It's usually Berg is not the super planning sort.
And I would know that my face is like being talked about and circulated or whatever. So
I believe you still have a tablecloth that you can put up over your head.
Ooh. Yes, and that's what I'm saying. Like as far as going to, like on our way to the marketplace or whatever, I try to like fashion like eye holes or something like that, something a little so I actually see out of the fucking thing.
Some kind of like weird mask. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so let's get a couple of checks. So first, Yota, let's see how effective your bag with holes in it disguise is. Can you make a disguise kit?
The Peanuts
make disguise, a disguise kit check.
Mm-hmm. Which is the one that had the blanket over the. Which one?
Yeah. I can't remember, but I know exactly.
It's the guy from Peanuts. Yeah.
Yeah. We're trying to remember which one.
I don't know.
Now I just want to see
a disguise kit check. I'm not sure how to do that. I don't have one.
Oh,
party.
if you don't have the proficiency, then it's just like a charisma check, minus like any proficiency you have, so you can just do the stat. Let's say if you can get a 12 or better, you can have advantage on your stealth check.
Okay. So just roll a charisma check with the normal -1 that I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Close. All right. So it's an elephant-shaped sheet with some holes cut in it. Something. It's obscuring your face, but it's I don't know. Maybe it's like loose. It's not helping. To detract attention from you.
Did you say?
And then
Hold on. You didn't say anything about stealth bonus, or what did you say?
Oh, if you had gotten this check, then it would give you advantage on the check I'm about to make you make. So now all three of you make a stealth check.
13.
13,
Hey.
22.
Crit.
Don't you have disadvantage,
Hold on.
Dan?
And then
Even then?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Getting it. Bang.
Nothing happened when you said bang. Something.
said
Okay.
bang.
Woo! Dang.
Nice
Dang.
work.
Look at you guys.
I was just
doing
about to say
that.
the last time I rolled stealth, I did actually pretty good, but I didn't want to jinx myself. And look at that.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Unfortunately, with stealth, the thing that is often the case is it's the weakest link in the chain. So it's Yota that they spot. Now, Ramus and Berg, you can remain hidden when all this shit goes south for the first turn and maybe subsequent turns if you want to slink away. But they spot Yota moving towards this crowd, slightly behind the other two. And you see the woman. You see an evil grin spread across her face. And she gestures for her little juggalo friends to like go through the crowd and come get you. And you see them start pushing through the crowd towards you.
The insane
Cross
clown
over
posse
there.
is here? Is that what?
Yeah,
Come
pretty
over with
much.
their
Yeah.
Fago.
Oh my
Like-
god.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I never understood that. Sorry to derail, but like, what was
I
the
don't
point?
know. We could talk about
Let's-
juggalos for
yeah,
hours.
We'll do a whole show. Look forward to me and Max's new show called "Explaining the Juggalo."
Dude, if you're really digging for fandom episodes, you should do a juggalo.
I am aware that they are. There's a lot of literature on the insane clown posse and their story.
They're led by some kind of juggalord, I think. The high juggalo, maybe. So what are you gonna do? Yota, you see this. Maharib, looking over your shoulder across the center of the square, you can make out that they've like spotted somebody that might be in trouble, and they start pushing their way through. They're like, get out of the way, and like shoving people down and moving through.
Does it seem like I will ever make eyesight with who they're actually spotting, or are they on my level so people are going to be walking between us?
You can make a perception check.
Okay. Because I'm not...
Follow their line of
I have
sight.
no reason to believe that it's Yotazo. Yeah. Perception check. A big old 10.
Okay.
Can I get
do
advantage
not
by having
spot-
a mirror on? No, she doesn't recognize them. Never mind.
She doesn't recognize him. You don't spot Yotazo. You do not see him.
Well, they're not looking at me, so...
Yeah. So I guess Yota, what are you gonna do? You see them coming towards you. Is this like run time, or do you want to like run at them and just be like, all right, we're gonna fight?
I look for something that is like a landmark, like something that we all can see from here.
There's a statue in the center, or you mean somewhere far away?
No, it's just somewhere like if I left, I could come back and say like I'll meet you there in 10 minutes or whatever.
So are you looking for something on the
The
horizon?
statue is fine, right?
Or yeah, I mean the statue is right here. So
Like,
you
right-
want
oh,
to come back
it's-
here?
Okay, do you have a map up or something that you're showing?
No.
Just as
Oh, I thought you said right
descriptions.
here as like okay.
Like, I mean, there's a statue in the center of the square you are in now, and that's
Right,
a
okay.
nearby landmark. But if you want to go somewhere far away, you can't. There's no like
No,
what are you looking
I-
for? Is it on the horizon or?
Something on the outskirts of the marketplace, like a booth with like a bright color or something like that.
Right, but you're down in the market, so you can't see further than like a couple dozen feet in any direction.
None of the like booths have like flags or anything like that. Like saying like
how
Just
I guess
as
how far
like
away
some,
from
like-
how far away from this do you want it to be? Is the question. Like in the market or outside the market?
On
In the market,
on
you
outer
can't really see anything. It's
ring
all
of the
tents
market.
and buildings. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that what I'm saying is there anything above eye line that we can all look at, that we can all see?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
close to the marketplace.
Yeah. So nearish to the marketplace, there are these like big kind of like metal and wood and bone like cranes. And they have like ropes hanging down from them, and it looks like there's some like construction going on. They're building something nearby.
Cool, perfect. I'll look at Ramus, or I won't look at them. Excuse me. I don't want to give them away or anything, but I'll say loud enough so they can hear it. That I'll just say they've seen me. I'm going to try and lose them, and I will be by the construction. So they're making new buildings. You can't miss them. There's pulleys and ropes and stuff, and I'll be over there. And if I lose them, I'll be over there in 10 minutes. You want to meet me there? And then I start trying to make my way out of the marketplace in the opposite direction of those guys.
Okay. So how do you do that? Are you gonna try to like push through the crowd like aggressively? Or are you trying to like slip through the crowd and use the crowd as a barrier so that they get slowed down by these people? Or
let's see. Trying to think of which way would be the fastest.
yeah.
And there's no way I can slip in with any of these guys. I look so silly with this fucking bag over my head. So
Well, you don't. It's not that you look. It's not that you look silly. You just still stand out.
that's what I meant.
Like everybody hears. Everybody hears.
Yeah,
weird.
everybody looks
Yeah.
silly.
All right, I'm gonna try and go as fast as I can without like doing physical harm, but definitely like pushing people out of my way.
Okay. All right. So we see you start to push towards the crowd, and you're actually pushing towards. You don't realize this, Maharib doesn't, but we, as a sort of omniscient viewpoint, we see that you're pushing towards Maharib and Amira. So you start pushing that way, and then Maharib, you see some other guards coming around the other way towards you. So they're kind of coming around, and they're coming nearby. Is there anything you want to do?
I mean, as far as I know, these guards have no reason to be looking for me, right? They're just guards that I recognize to be looking.
Yeah.
Okay. If Amira has the papers or has a identification paper, then I think that I just kind of keep my eyes on them and try to remain as if I'm a normal person here in the market buying some thread at this certain stand.
Okay. All right. So those two guards like sort of push past you. Maybe some people get jostled like near enough by that you can hear it. And as you turn to leave, as you turn to like, you see them, they see you seeing them, and you turn, the jester, she points at you, and she screeches, "Stop!" And now I know you have resistance to like charm effects and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
let's see. Yes, I have
she's
advantage
gonna
versus
make-
charm and fright.
Okay, so let me take a look here. Though I think we're gonna run into the D&D thing where it's not actually charm. She does have charm abilities, but this is not one of them. Okay, so she's making a magical suggestion that you stop. And let's see how reasonable that sounds to you. Make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
I bless you with power. Do well.
Nice. Okay.
God damn.
All right. So
Another crit.
the spell rolls off of you, like water off a duck's back. And when it doesn't affect her or doesn't affect you, and you start to push past, she's just like starts screaming. And the guards sort of pick up the pace, and everybody kind of turns to look and see what's going on. Like she's basically having a fit. And the whole place kind of like lights up. So when you push, you move past Ramus and Berg, and you come out kind of the other side. You see directly ahead of you. I just
want to let you know. Yeah. Just so you know, my next, like, if I can break line of sight, I want to get vertical, because I can climb up shit, like vertical surfaces or whatever. So I want to get up high so they don't. Hopefully, I can just like duck down on top of a building or something.
Get high, boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're out in an area that's mostly tents, but there's some buildings at the edge of it. So you can definitely try to make it head in that direction. But as you come at the other side of this little like crowd of people, you push your way through. You look ahead, and you can see two soldiers coming towards you. So they're like behind you and in front of you now. You're not like pinned in. You can still book it to the south. You can turn right and run away, but it is in the opposite direction of your friends. But there are some buildings out that way. You want to try to run for it?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll do like a quick oppose. Like you make an athletics check, and I'll do athletics or acrobatics, and I'll do an athletics check just to kind of see if they manage to like get close enough to you to make a difference before you get a chance to book it. So I got a
13.
Ooh, I got a 23. Okay.
Pretty
all right.
Wow.
Yeah. So you turn and run as they dash up to you, and it's just that they were like in the crowd and you didn't spot them before they come out to come get you. Now there's only two of them. They come out of the crowd trying to grab you. They've got swords, I think, in one hand. Yeah, they got a sword in one hand. They have shields, but they're not holding them, and they're going to try and grab you before you escape. Do you want to try to attack them and like knock them down, or do you want to keep like struggling because they're going to try to grapple you?
No, it'll be stunning strike for sure.
Okay, so at this point, Maharib, you hear like shouting, and when you look, you see Yotazo and these two guards that are approaching. They have their back to you. The two guards that are trying to grab him.
Let me look.
And so I actually have a little map of the market now that I can show you, just to kind of give you an idea of the situation.
Oh, okay, fancy. I'm gonna ask you a question. You can tell me not the answer, because this is a little meta-y.
Sure.
But if I were to try and understand my enemy, spending 1 minute observing or interacting with the creature outside of combat, are we about to enter combat rounds, or is this still free flow?
Oh, yeah, sure. No, that's cool. You can definitely do that.
Okay. So the DM will tell me if
because you've been watching the situation. Just as a matter of kind of relevance, line of sight is kind of hard to come by through this center area where the tents are.
Right.
But otherwise you're pretty good. So you can get a look at the soldiers.
Okay. Yeah, I think that is the second they came into, if we can.
Yeah, you started eyeballing these dudes.
Yeah, retcon.
Okay. What two things would you like?
DM tells you if the creature is equal, superior, or inferior in regard to the two following characteristics of your choice. I want to know total class levels, and let's go with that first. Do I have to tell you both at the same time, or can I do you?
No, one at a time. Okay. They don't have any.
No
monsters.
Class levels.
They have no class level.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, it's such a weird ability because 99% of the things you encounter won't have any class levels.
That is true.
Adding class levels to a monster is not really a thing 5e does.
That is true.
Your enemy is weird. That's a weird entry.
Can I have a redo on said question?
No, but you'll know now not to ask it.
Sure. I
guess the only ones that really do are like spellcasters.
Okay, yeah. Well, then I will still do current hit points was the other one that I was going to ask anyways, so.
Okay. They have less current hit points than you do. They are definitely your inferior.
Now I realize how stupid that question was. All right, guys, they have less than 132 hit points, just so you're aware.
Just so you know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, great. I learned absolutely
So yeah,
nothing.
we might as well use the tools that the game gave us to organize stuff. So let's do initiative. Let's roll, just to see kind of the order in which things occur. And until you, Ramus and Berg, I'm gonna put little ninja masks on you until until you do something. You're hidden. Okay, so let me finish these nerds.
Hey, not bad.
I'm acting last.
All right.
I think.
Let me organize this stuff. There we go.
Oh,
All right.
shit.
So, Yota, you are first, which is good.
Okay, good.
Do you want? Yeah. So you're saying you want to try to stun these nerds?
Yep.
Okay.
Try to give them 2 quick pop, and then
Yeah.
make my escape.
How would that sound if you gave him 2 quick pops? Just so we're. What would that sound
Pop,
like?
pop!
Okay, good. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
If anybody was
Wow.
sleeping, now you're awake.
I haven't thought about that in a while. Okay.
Oh, was that an inside joke that I didn't get?
No, it's
It's an old meme.
Yeah. It's just
Oh,
an
okay.
old meme.
Okay. So, yeah. So you just take a step forward and start swinging.
Yep. All right, here we go. First one. Oh, 10.
A 10 is not sufficient to make that first strike. So you
Okay.
lunge out, and the soldier jumps backwards as you swing into the air with your wine jug.
Okay. Oh my God, that was a 2. Jesus Christ. All right. So I have a second attack.
Yeah.
24. That's better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 9 bludgeoning on the second one, and then let's see. We do stunning and strike. Oops, not that. Gotta hit it. There we go. Stunning strike. Expend 1 key. And 15 is the DC save, Constitution.
Con save. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Here we go.
Hey. That's a
Survey
9.
says they got a 9.
Nice.
All right. So you stun one of them.
Okay.
So yeah, you hit him with the wine tarot, hits him in the head. He reels backwards, and his eyes roll back in his head, and he staggers.
Now,
Birds.
we ruled that flurry of blows can't be stunning strikes, right?
When you hit him,
Maybe
no, it
roll
can
the
be
other way.
it can be any melee weapon attack. Yeah,
Okay, and we were
So
also
that's
ruled
all
that
it
my
is. It's just
discount, right?
you hit. Our fists, monk fists, melee weapons.
That's what we talked about that.
That
a while
was the
ago.
one. Yeah,
Because I was
D&D
without
it
my
is,
wine jug, so I couldn't do any of these stunning strike things.
For a monk,
Yes,
it is
it
a
is.
weapon.
For a monk, it is.
Okay.
That's the difference between a monk and a regular person. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then I will do flurry of blows, which is 2 unarmed strikes. And that is 1 more key down.
And this is against the same guy or the different guy?
The other guy, the guy who is
The
not
other guy who
stunned
hasn't,
yet.
who hasn't been stunned yet. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my first one. Wait, did it go? No, it didn't go. There we go. 26.
Okay.
Okay, and yeah, and then 1 more key down for another stunning.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is also stunned.
Excellent.
Jeez. Stunning everyone.
Yep. And then that took my attack action, my bonus action, and now I have my move,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna get the fuck out.
And you moved 5 feet to be able to get where you are now.
Okay, so I have 45 more feet depending on terrain.
Yeah. And the most, if you want to get up, this is the most direct route, like through
Perfect.
here and up onto the roof.
Yeah. Well, I want to break line of sight first, so I don't want them to see me climbing. You know what I'm saying? So if that means I have to go around the building and climb up the back, that's fine.
Well, yeah, and these guys they're not blind; they're stunned, so they can definitely see you.
Right.
So yeah, where do you want to go from here? You know, like run.
Yeah, the quickest way to lose them.
Around
Yeah,
the corner?
perfect. Yep.
So that'll get you 50 feet there. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay. All right. Berg, anything you want to do while you see this happening?
So just so I get a better understanding, we're stealthed out. He's the one that's like he's been noticed, right? There's people around us, but they don't notice us. Am I understanding this correctly?
Yeah, those people around you are like Assassin's Creed style, like sheltering you.
Right. Okay. I mean, have we discussed, are we going to fucking get in this or just let him do his thing and see what happens?
I don't know if we can.
You
really
could ask.
discuss
You
that.
could ask Ramus that.
Yeah.
Right? You could just. Like,
Oh, yeah. Well,
he's right next to you.
sure. Yeah. I guess I'll do that. I forgot.
I mean,
that
I know
Mahari-
Ramus likes to light a motherfucker on fire when he's got half the
I
opportunity.
forgot
but-
Mahari wasn't right next to us.
Yeah,
I
Mahari's
can't
across.
just.
You don't even.
Yo,
You don't
Berg,
even know.
if you're here, we need to start fighting now. If you're just in the area, punch a guy.
Berg, if you can hear me, kill someone.
Do it. Just punch him. The guy to your right.
Thinking as hard as I can you hear me, Mario?
Yeah, so I guess Berg would like lean over really close to Ramus. He's like,
Ramus, what do we do?
You won't stay hidden for long. You might as well go start killing them. I'll try to get some of these fools to fight with us.
So, you see them, right? Start here, and these guys.
Just go smash. Go kill.
Okay.
Berg, go
just
smash.
like nods, like okay, and he flies into a rage.
Okay.
And doesn't light up his sword for fear of.
Well, I mean, you can't do both in one go anyway.
That's true. That's true. But I'm just saying, if I could, I wouldn't have.
All right. Berg
just-
flies into a rage.
Just program wise, it on my screen it says 12 damage, 9 damage for those two ones that hit, and it's doing 9 plus 2 and 12 plus 4 on the.
Yeah. So the first number, like that 12, I'm not sure where that plus 4 is coming from.
Yeah,
The
me
actual
either.
damage is 1d8. It's 1d8 plus 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why that plus 4 is showing up.
I don't know either.
I know they've changed some stuff in the
It's-
past week or two, but yeah.
It's doubling it from somewhere, but yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
12 damage
So-
is all you did.
For the audience, just take the first number. That's what we get.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So, Berg, your bonus action to fly into a rage.
Yep. And then I would just
Then what?
smack the one right next to me. I guess this person.
That's just like a regular person. It's like a
Berg, I was joking. Don't hit the guy to your right. Find
Listen,
someone
Like
that
that
hurt
would-
us.
that would
I
actually be
know.
completely valid, but it's a random shopper who's just like,
know
"Hey, what's
what
going
I
on?" The
said.
soldier.
I smack the random shopper, Adam. Is
All
there
right,
a
do it.
problem?
Roll.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, roll an attack. Go for it.
I don't want to do that. I thought they were. Look at the icon. They look all scary. You know.
It's just like a regular lady. Look at her.
Oh
She's
yeah,
not scary.
They totally don't look nefarious at all. That's like a picture of somebody like planning schemes and stuff, looking into a fire. Just your average shopper.
For the love of
whatever.
God, never become a police officer, Max.
I was already a detective, Adam, and I was damn good at my job.
It's true. He did roll fire.
You missed the old lady. You didn't shoot the baby. Yeah, if you want to run over there, though, you're good.
This spot right here, yeah, and well, actually,
Yeah, you can run and get
this
both.
spot right here.
They're both stunned, so.
Oh, well then, yeah, I could go here. Let's do it. Well, no, I can only do half my movement, right? Or no. I'm stupid. Don't listen to anything I say ever. I'm going right there.
Okay, you bonus action to rage. You charge in. Now what are you gonna do?
I'll smack these motherfuckers.
Whoa.
You do it. They're both stunned.
One of
You
them
have
anyway.
advantage.
This guy. Bang. That's me hitting them. Here we go. Whoop.
Okay.
Nice.
You get 21.
Nice.
There's literally no amount of damage you could do that wouldn't kill him. So,
right.
yeah,
Sick. I like this.
you
Going for the other one.
fly out of the crowd, smashing this guy and crack him with the hammer. He dies
too
instantly. His ribcage crushed. The second dude, even with advantage, you miss. His armor absorbs the hit, so you hit him. It's probably just one big round swing. So you tag him and he stumbles back, but not enough to deal him any damage.
Damn, it would have been so cool to just be bop bop, little bop bop. You know what I'm saying, Zeke?
So the one that was fighting, the one that's standing next to you is just still reeling, still stunned, because that goes until the end of Yota's next turn. So the other soldiers, they're gonna run towards where the trouble was at. So Ramus, if you would like, one of them runs past you. If there's anything you want to do, or you can stay hidden.
Trip them.
I will stay hidden for now.
Damn it.
Okay, all right. So these guys all have to just move. Okay, and then there's a couple of reinforcements that show up from over on this side, hearing the commotion and the screaming of the witch, and they come over here, and same thing, like Maharib, they go, like, you see them go past you.
Right.
And into the
one can only assume at this point. Did I hear like death shrieks, or can I see that fight happening with Berg?
I feel like you'd probably see that happening.
Oh yeah, it's like right across. Yeah. You
no,
can
I
definitely
know
see
the
like
sound of-
Berg.
I know the sound of me
yeah.
flying into a rage. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So if you want to, you can use your reaction to make an attack of opportunity on one of these guys. I think you can. Let me check and see if you get one if you haven't acted yet in the turn.
Oh yeah, I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not going to, but
Because you're not surprised.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll have someone
don't
in
worry
the chat
about
look
it
it up then.
Yeah, exactly. We'll figure it out. If you're not interested, then don't worry about it. But yeah, so they run past you. They don't notice you, and they're running towards Berg. Berg, none of them are close enough to get to attack you yet. Ramus, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I would like to scan the crowd for anyone that looks like they are annoyed by the guards because they're either wearing Dragon Knight regalia or the Void regalia. Try to start something.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Ramus, you clever little devil. Mm.
Okay. See, this is why D&D needs a luck stat, because I'm like, it's possible. Let's see. I'll give you like a 50-50. Yeah, sure. You see a couple of dudes standing nearby. They're wearing like dark iron, like plate armor. And I think let's put them over here. Yeah, and it's definitely in the motif of a dragon. So their armor is carved in scales. They have these like shoulder plates that come down that look like folded wings. And they both of them have their helmet off. But you can see that one of them is carrying a helmet that's in the shape of a dragon with these big like side fins off the front of them. So yeah, the two of them are just like hanging out over here.
All right, I think I slink over there next to one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And
what does it look like when you slink over there? Are you like pimp walking?
Some pro
what are you
slinking.
doing? Yeah, what are you doing?
move with
slinky.
purpose. Move with purpose.
Okay, all right. He moves with a purpose.
So I go up to the knight and just like, these damn fool worshippers. Look how silly they are. Dragon Knight wouldn't have any of this shit. Disrupting the marketplace. Look how out of order it is.
Okay, and so you want to try to convince them, they
yeah,
agree when you come up and you say that they're kind of like
I follow up with, someone ought to teach these fools a lesson.
get him, fellas. Okay, all right. So this is
slinks away.
Yeah, this
right?
is gonna be a tricky roll. I'll let you make an attempt. Let's see. If you can get 15 on a persuade check, I'll have them join the fight.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm feeling lucky.
Oh,
I was gonna say you got a crit fail, so good.
Yeah.
Definitely use that lucky, or this is gonna go real bad for you.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Again.
So had you critically failed, they would have beat you up instead.
Yeah.
They would have been like, yeah, they definitely would have turned and kicked your ass and said for daring to speak to them. But but as it stands, with just a failure, I think the woman looks at you and she snarls and she's like, "Quiet, peasant! Don't speak to us. Don't you know who we are?" And then the other one gives you a look and like puts his hand on his sword, like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And they turn back to the business that they were tending to. Now they're still around, but they're just like, "You get out of here, get lost." Yeah. Do you have any more movement, or do you slink back into the crowd?
But yeah, I think I will slink back to the crowd.
Okay. Perfect.
Well done. Well done.
Okay. Good stuff. All right. So Amira looks at you, Maharib.
Yeah, I knew.
And she's got this kind of concerned look on her face, and she sees this fight, and she turns to you and says, "Who is that creature? He seems familiar to me somehow."
She's head motioning towards Berg.
She's looking at Berg, yeah.
I think I'm like fully turned around, staring at Berg now, and just say, "I'm trying to think how I described to her the first time." Last episode.
I'll give you a little wave.
Hey, it's Berg, guys. Hey. I'll just say like, "That is the one I told you about. That's Berg. I'm sure the other two are around here somewhere. And I've seen Yota, but I'm just not gonna say."
Yeah. And so she's like, "Oh, a friend of yours? Should we help him?" She's saying all this in Giant, of course, because it's the only language she speaks now.
Right. He doesn't need our help usually, but I think I'm just like looking around at the situation. Since I'm next to act, wait for me to act. If I go into the fight, feel free to join.
All right. I'm going to pull a Dan here. She looks at you and she's like, "Well, if I wait for you to act, I can only dash after you or attack. I cannot do both. I don't have the ability to do that."
Sure, that's fine. That's fine.
So she nods, and I think she reaches over and she grabs. There's like a pole that's holding up an awning, and she yanks it, and the awning kind of tips over a little bit, and she like spins it around her hands and like holds it like a staff or a spear, and kind of like waits, like looking at you like, "All right."
Man,
so
you
she has
actually
this like
took
improvised
my idea
weapon.
straight from my brain. But go ahead, continue on.
It's like we've seen the same movies. So now she's holding this staff.
Okay.
All right, it's your turn, Maharib. What
Now,
are you gonna do?
with these two guards over here, and they're standing next to this table just north of it, is there...
Yeah. It's a rug with like stuff on it.
Okay. Is this
see
like a
cleavers.
tent?
Use those.
Yep, that's a tent. Yep.
If I go over there and like pull one of the poles down from the tent, will it fall and perhaps like distract the guards, or are they just like really focused in on Berg?
It would distract them if they were in the tent, but
Sure.
from outside, it's not such a bother.
Man, I really wish I actually did something with that Know Your Enemy, because it feels super metagaming. I don't want to just like pull out my sword and start fucking fighting these guys, but... How much can I move? Let's see. I'm gonna like move, or wait, I can't move through those people, right? I'd have to do something like this. So then
That's right. Yeah, everybody here except for Berg and Ramus and them is like hostile enough to count as a.
There we go. So I could do like that. I want to move there and just try to be as much of an annoyance and in their way as possible without like getting them to attack me. So I'm just gonna like
Mr. Bean.
Yeah, like I'm Mr. Beaning them to like impede their moving towards Berg as much as possible.
In what sense? Like, do you want to give them another target, or because you
No,
can't unless you're.
It's breaking D&D because there's no really rules for this, I guess.
No, you're just like, excuse me, pardon me, nudge, nudge, shove.
Yeah, fuck. I could start a fire, but then I'd feel bad about that. Because I'd be burning stuff for people that didn't lose anything. I guess I'm just gonna move close to Berg, and I'm not actually gonna do anything. I'm gonna stop. Like right there.
Okay.
So I'll move that. That's
So they don't consider you an enemy yet. They have no reason to. So yeah, you just dash over that way. Okay. All right.
And does she follow me? What is she staying where she's at? What is her?
Yeah, she can make a move. So she moves over here. She follows up behind you.
Okay.
Okay. So the jester up here, she hears all this like shouting and whatever, and she's like, "What the hell? What's going on?" And she runs over here, and then she can see from here. Maybe she can see like this. Oh, she sees Maharib. She doesn't know you. Well, yeah, she doesn't know you because you were all incognito at the gate.
Yeah, I never.
So I think she just sees that there's more fighting going on, so she has no reason to escalate yet. So let's see what spells she can cast. Maybe she'll do something. I think she just has to move again.
In order to get in range
she-
or something.
Yeah, well, just to see, because from where she's standing, she can't actually see Berg. She just sees like her dude's fighting someone, and she assumes it's Yotazo, right? Because Berg is like through this tent. So she moves the rest of the way and ends up here. And she sees Berg, and she knows like she to be looking for you. So she sees you, and that's the end of her turn. But she'll do some shit at the end of her. Or
Did she pass by me? Did she pass right by me?
Yeah.
All right. I will cast a spell on her as she passes me.
Yeah, you want to attack of opportunity? Sure.
Yeah. I am going to reach out and touch her and cast Contagion on her.
Oh, good. That's fun to cast in an open market.
Let me
That's fine.
This is a long. Holy
Which one
shit.
is the one that's next?
What?
It's a big spell.
Jesus, is Contagion
It's
where you
level
just have to
5.
read a novel? What the fuck did you just?
Yeah. The spell
Oh, it's
begins.
just a
It
bunch
was
of
the best of
different choices.
times. It's a bunch of different choices. Okay, so on a hit, you afflict the creature with a disease of your choice. So go ahead and see if you hit. So you just reach out and like, whang, just poke her, brush her gently.
Trying to touch face.
Wait, hold on. You reach out and right to
there
her.
we go.
So what? Go ahead and make your roll.
21.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, she's pretty low armor class. Okay, so you just touch her as she walks by. She probably doesn't even notice. And then you afflict. What disease are you using?
Some of these are so good.
Let's see. I'm going to.
Slimy doom, seizures.
I
mind
love that
fire,
one.
Flesh
I'm
rot,
gonna-
filth fever.
I'm gonna give her Mind Fire.
Okay.
Her mind becomes feverish. She has disadvantage on intelligence checks, intelligence saving throws, and she behaves under the effects of the confusion spell during combat.
Damn.
Oh damn. All right. So this lasts for 7 days, but she gets a save. She gets a save at the end of each turn. But if she fails 3, then it lasts for a week.
Wow. That's great.
So okay, I'm gonna point out something fun that D&D does all the goddamn time. So this is a classic Dungeons and Dragons blunder. It's called Contagion. It's not at all contagious.
Yeah.
There is no way for anyone else to get sick from this disease that is caused by contagion.
Yeah, this is like they should just call this bad touch. Just call this bad touch.
Yeah.
Just write it
Or
in.
it's called sickness or something.
Dirty
Or
finger.
illness.
Yeah.
Or ailment.
So there's a retcon.
In quotes,
there's a retcon
didn't
version
wash
of it.
hands. Yeah.
There's a retcon version of it. She's also poisoned by the spell immediately.
Oh.
Yeah. So as she walks by, she immediately like wobbles and I don't think she doesn't start to like. She starts like acting like she's having an episode, right? Like she's like twitching and like barking at herself and like making strange noises. But the thing is, these guys all act weird anyway, so no one really notices. They're just like, oh, she's acting very strange, but she's under confusion, and that's important. So I'll roll those. I have the spell already here, so I'll roll on it when we go. Okay, so that'll happen at the beginning of her next turn. Yota, what do you want to do?
Up we go.
Okay, so you want to use your turn to climb up this building, or
Yep, that'll be my
want-
like movement, and then we'll see what happens, what I can do from there.
yeah. So this is a two-story building.
Okay.
There's lots of like handholds and stuff. So if you want to, you have to make an athletics or an acrobatics. I guess it's athletics for climbing, but it's just DC 10. There's lots of handholds and stuff.
Now with the what's it called? Unarmored movement. It says you gain the ability to move along vertical surfaces and cross liquids on your turn without failing during the move.
Oh yeah, if that's a thing, you can just run up the side of the wall.
Yeah, okay. I was just making sure. It's like it's very Crouching Tiger. Shit.
Yeah,
The idea, I've
a
never
fucking
really
I was
like
gonna ask if
400-pound elephant just like whoop, 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 whoop.
That's what I was just gonna say. Yeah, like the idea of picturing a giant fucking elephant just
Yeah,
terrifying.
yeah, man.
Yotazoian, Swan Lake.
Yes. Well, you saw how graceful I was dancing at the fucking show, dude. I was like throwing
That's
it,
true.
man.
Okay, so do you have to spend a key point to be able to use that, right? Or is it just you can run up surfaces and
No key point needed.
okay, all right. So you can definitely run. What is it? It'd be like round up, we'll say 25 feet up, which puts you 25. That puts 30. So there you go. You're up on the roof, and you can. I'm gonna just put that on you to indicate you're like up a level. You're 20 feet up. So you run up onto the roof of this building. It's got a slightly pitched roof. There is like a second floor. You've moved 30 of your 50 feet.
Okay. I'll look for any place that I could like duck behind, like any sort of like.
Oh yeah. You can crouch. You can
whatever.
crouch on it and like climb up the eaves and peer over the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Yep. And I just want to keep an
Okay,
eye
so
on
you're-
what's going on and see if anybody saw me or whatever.
Would you like to take the hide action? Stay hidden up
I
here?
would love to take the hide action.
Okay, cool. Do it.
Okay. I don't have to like roll anything, right? Or do I?
Yeah, you have to
You
roll
gotta roll
stealth.
stealth. Yeah.
Stealth. There it is. Okay. I was looking for hide for some reason. Okay.
The action is called hide. The skill is stealth.
Gotcha. Yep. As stealthy as an elephant can be on a roof.
So I was gonna say what we would hear inside, right? There'd be like dust falling and somebody gets like roof in their tea, but you're graceful, right? You're like you can move across water. So
Well,
no one
all
inside
about-
even
it's
knows
all about
there's
surface area, like a water skipper. It's like I spread my toes out and I spread my hands out, so it's like
except
like
that
20 pounds
your
per
feet end
finger.
in like cylinders, so it's not like they can spread. You're an elephant. You're like an elephant man. Anyway, whatever. You're fine. Nobody inside even knows you're on the roof. And if anybody actively looks for you, it's an 11. I'm not sure what the passive perception of these guys is, but they're distracted. Okay. All right. So that's Yotazo. Berg, it is your turn. You were surrounded by people.
I'm gonna smack those people.
Yeah, do
Also,
it. There's.
Before I
Oh,
do
and these
that,
guys. This guy isn't stunned anymore.
Okay.
Also, you see me.
Okay,
now.
anyway, sorry.
I'm like right next to you.
Yeah. You see
yeah.
Maharib and Gun Princess.
Do I see him
into the
too?
crowd. Yes, definitely.
Yep.
Excellent.
So I am going to. Which one's Gun Princess? Just her. Right
She's
there,
this
with
one.
The horns.
It's not an exact like. She
Right,
looks
right,
different than
yeah.
that, but that's the only blue tiefling I could find.
Or-
Actually, it looks more like her now because look, she's got red eyes.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's like
That's pretty
Maharib.
good.
Is that actually? Yeah. Her hair is different and she doesn't wear goofy jewelry like that, but
Gotcha. All right, so
she's got
before
taste.
I start smackarooing people, I'm gonna go ahead and let out a zealous presence cry to
Okay.
give buffs to attack rolls and saving throws for Maharib, Yota, and Ramus and Gun Princess.
Yeah, can you
The
post
thing,
that?
bing.
Paste it up.
Okay, so 60 feet, you got lots. Yeah, and it's up to 10 creatures. So,
Yep.
all right.
It's really nice.
Zealous,
In that way.
zealous presence rings out.
It doesn't sound like you'd think. It's actually kind of, it's just.
What? No, it's not.
That's excellent.
That's not it at all. There's no. That's not
Bobby,
accurate at all.
Bobby Darren, what is it? Bobby McFerrin or whatever.
Yeah, what is Owima? Wait, Owima.
I was to say no. You just start singing Baba Yetu, and then that's. I like it.
Oh,
All right, good. So yeah, this deep rumbling battle cry, and yeah, everybody feels inspired by your zealotry.
And then I'm gonna smack on this dude right below me. Here.
Do it. Yeah, he's already been injured, so.
I'm scrolling up through my massive list of.
This is the only guy who hasn't got his shield out yet, so his AC is
Perfect. Chopang.
that is a
and
hit.
they're
Yeah, if you had a
unstunned
shield
if
out, it
anybody
wouldn't
is-
be.
Whatever.
No, they're not stunned anymore, right? Because it ends at the end of your turn.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go. Are these guys the
So you
same?
hit-
There's no amount of. or is it-
No,
'cause they're
these
not-
guys you could if they were at full health, you might not kill him, but this guy you definitely kill. So you
Okay.
deal him 10 damage. And you use your it's the first hit while you're first hit of a turn.
Yeah,
range,
the 1d6
so
plus 5,
Don't
it
bother
doesn't
rolling
matter.
it, but it applies. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So unless you don't want it to, because there are these like
mean-
bursts of juice energy.
Little burst of juice energy in a crowd. I mean,
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean juice infused weapons are pretty normal. So you could pass it off as that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. So your first swing crashes into this formerly stunned guy, breaks his neck, knocks him to the ground.
I'll smack on this dude now. Pah! Feel the power of heck. Never mind. Just feel the power.
That one doesn't hit. You hit him, but it hits his shield. And I think Mahari, like, he doesn't realize because you're not like brandishing your sword yet, right?
Right.
So the hammer crashes into this guy's shield. It's a big shield, like a smiling face, like a big clown face shield. Smashes into him. The shield hits him, and he staggers back into you, and just like bumps into you right behind him. And then he snarls
just
and,
get
and like leaps at Berg.
He backs into Maharib just like.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have a knife, so there's just a shovel that cuts his throat. It's real gruesome. It's real bad. Yeah.
This guy fell.
Okay, so Berg, you did your two attacks, and you did your bonus action with your battle cry, so you're good unless you want to move.
Not gonna move. No.
Okay.
No.
All right. So the soldiers, since they only have one actual target, they pile in on Berg with their swords. So here we go. They each get 2 attacks. What's your armor class, Berg?
18.
16? 18?
18. Yeah. Is that my
Let me
shield?
I'll just do 60s. 1, 2, or there's 8 actually, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 8 attacks. All right, 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Yeah, one hit.
You take 8 slashing damage. Rage reduces it to 4. 4, which is a 22. You take another 5 slashing damage total. 10 reduced to 5. There you go. 4 more. 1, 2, 3. And looks like there's only gonna be 2 of them that hit you. Okay. All right.
Really
So
not
you would have
bad.
taken 9 damage total. Yeah. So they come in with their swords and they're just like swinging them at you, trying to drag you down, chopping you up with the weapons. They have not noticed any of your friends. Speaking of your friends, Ramus, it's your turn.
All right. I will move up a little closer. I think I will do Toll the Dead on them. I'll try.
Okay. I had to check to see if she had reactions, but confusion takes away your reactions. Oh, but she's not under confusion. She just acts like it. It just uses that table. I'm trying to see if the witch gets an attack on you. Did she notice that she started like feeling all weird after you touched her? I'm gonna roll. If I get like a 16 or better, then she'll have noticed it was you that made her feel all goofy.
Okay.
Ooh, she did.
Well, yeah,
okay.
why wouldn't
so
you crit? It's Adam.
as
Adam
you
Cobbleclaws.
as
Must
you
always
walk
crit.
away, yes, her mind is on fire, but she still gets to do the thing. So she attacks you. She has this like barbed sword that she screams and swings out as you walk by.
Okay.
I get a 18.
I have 19 armor class.
All right.
She just misses.
So sick.
Yeah, you just get your shield and like and it like bounces off. I think she's just flailing wildly. So she hits you, it bounces off your shield, and then she like attacks a nearby like pole and like swings it off the floor, and she's just swinging around screaming. You can finish your turn now, Ramus.
All right, and then I will toll the dead on
Okay. So you get your 17
Whoever-
for casting it.
whichever one I saw Berg hit. So
Everyone that Berg has hit is dead.
okay, then I will.
Just like always. Am I right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I will use. I'll use.
If you want to hold action, I'm
Fire
going to
Mike.
attack some people.
I'm gonna do fire instead. I'll do scorching ray.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, do them one
Do it
at a
all.
time.
Yep, one to the top left of Berg will be my first target. 14.
You know what's funny? Fire spells would be so confusing to them because fire doesn't burn. like it doesn't. You know, like if you did a fireball, they'd be like, "What just happened? Why? Oh God, what's happening to me?" All right, so you lance out with a scorching ray. You do not hit. This guy has his armor is too good, and he turns. He sees the flash of light, and he gets his shield up. He hides behind it, and it splashes off the shield, scorching the face and dripping molten shield bits onto the floor.
Now,
You got two more, right?
You do have advantage on these, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, he's not hidden anymore.
No.
Well, but
Yeah,
what about
they
from
all
the zealot
missed.
thing that Max did? Did that end just now when Max attacked?
That's not on attack rolls. It is attack rolls and
Yeah.
saving throws. Yeah, so you do.
Okay.
So the first one doesn't hit, but the second one does. The third one doesn't. So you hit once.
Okay, so 8 fire damage.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, this guy is screaming from like, oh god, it hurts.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
end of my turn.
That's it.
Good. Yeah, the crowd starts freaking out because there's like magic and like stuff going on. So yeah, they're starting to scatter. Amira gives you a look, Maharib, like now.
Yeah, you see, I like nod and I'm starting to draw my sword.
Okay. All right. So she spins the improvised weapon around and leaps forward, jabbing the pointy end into the back of this dude. So she makes she doesn't have a shield, so she's gonna do this two-handed. Leaps forward. She
the double crit.
two
Fuck
crits.
it, I'm there. Wow.
Nice.
She gets a double crit.
Giant badass.
She deals 29
Fucking
damage.
just murder that guy.
Just impales the dude.
Forget about it, he's dead.
I
like the
Maharib,
thing-
I don't think.
Is
I don't think you
he
need to
straight
make a
up dead?
roll. Oh yeah, he's so dead. She just
Oh
leaps
my
forward
God.
and just like stabs him right through the back of the
Yeah.
chest. The spear bursts out. Berg, you just see this guy look down as this spear rips out of his chest. This broken piece
he
of
falls
wood.
forward and leans on that. He's resting on the spear. on the
Bird,
ground,
Bird
yeah.
like looks at the quarterstaff going through him, and then back at her and just like, he's just like smiling.
Yeah.
Nice.
What do I notice without having to roll for it?
Yeah, the way that she's fighting is familiar to you.
Great.
You've seen this fighting style before. There's no way she would know it, but this is like a Goliath like spear fighting like
This is the
style.
best.
So she stabs that guy, yanks the spear out, spins around, flicks blood all over these two, spins across this guy, and then stabs this other dude.
Crit him again.
So, yeah, let's see how it goes. Another two-handed attack. She gets a 22, which is a hit,
That's great.
and she deals 11 damage. Doesn't kill this guy. And then she makes her third attack on this guy.
Ooh, 3 attacks.
And this time she
Oh,
gets an 8. So
Does she have advantage?
This time he's able to yes, but it's not 17's not enough. So this
Okay.
time he's able to get the shield up, and the spear tip bangs off the shield, and she snarls and looks at the shield, and she's like, "Give me that shield," and is trying to like wrestle it away from him. So the two of them are fighting. That is her turn. Maharib, it is your turn.
Great. I'm going to attack this one. Whoops, I just moved the map somehow. I'm going to attack this one to my immediate right next to me.
Okay.
Roll20's like lagging or something. Anyways, with Bahath here is attack 1.
Oof.
Advantage.
Nope.
What about with advantage?
Oh, you have advantage from Berg.
Berg.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's 23.
23.
Yep.
Okay. 15 damage.
Okay.
And then I don't think you can tell me if he's dead or not, but I think I'm gonna do these guys don't have too much HP. I will just add a I'm gonna use maneuvering attack here.
Okay. When you hit, you can expend a superiority die to maneuver one of your comrades. Okay.
And I think I still add the superiority die to my damage. Let me roll an additional.
Yeah,
D10.
you always add it to the damage. Yeah.
Yeah, here's D10. 5, so 20 is what I hit him for. And then
Okay.
the maneuvering attack applies to Berg.
Okay. All right. So Berg, you can move up to half of your speed without provoking attacks of opportunity if you like.
Is that right now or is that on his turn?
That's right now. It's as a reaction.
I was muted. Yeah. I said, heck yeah. I'm not going to, but that would be cool.
Yeah. So you can move if you want, but mostly it's the damage and you kill him. Okay. What do you want to do, Maharib? You still have more attacks.
What
right?
is Roll20 is weird as shit now. It moves. I try to move. It's all out of fucking play. Let me just move. Ah. Okay, move me.
Get a body on top
if-
of you. Oh.
What
If
is
you want,
happening?
you can use the arrow. You can use the arrow keys to move. Where do you want to be?
Okay, there. I want to move right
can
here.
use the
I'm moving
arrow keys?
diagonal.
Okay.
Move?
There you go.
Moving diagonal 5 feet. I'm attacking this one right
you
next to
can
me
use
to the
your-
north.
Have you always been able to do that?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay.
Not
And so you move, make another attack. Nope. It's two
Wait.
ones in a row.
Wait, what the fuck? Oh, it's a
15 is not enough to hit.
I
know,
will,
but
I will use. I'm going to use precision attack on this. So it's a superiority die,
Get
and I
him.
add the D10 to the actual
Get him.
attack.
okay.
So
Yes, this is the
15
link.
plus 8. So
Hey, there it is.
There
Yep.
you go.
That'll do her.
14
Can't
damage.
embarrass yourself in front of a tribe member. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Definitely dead. Yeah.
Okay. And then, God fucking damn, I gotta figure out why it's doing this. I'll move another 5. So I've only moved 10 feet, just so that's clear, because I'm moving diagonally. I'll make the third attack on that guy. Please. Okay, 23. Thank God, not another one.
Yep.
Then if I click the damage, 17.
Super dead. Yeah. So he just slashes back open. He staggers forward and falls off. And Amira is looking at you, and she scowls and she's like, "That one was mine."
I disregard her because I'm using action surge. I'm going to charge to the other lady. Put me right next to her. Count the things and put me right next to
Okay.
her. This is fucking
Let me
bananas.
see.
25.
It's
Great.
20, 25, 20 feet. So you've moved.
I moved
You
15 to
started
get there.
here, 5. You only moved 10.
Oh,
to
10.
get there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you said move 10.
10 to get there, and then another. That's 30 total.
So I still have
Okay.
20 feet after this. Okay. And then I have 3 attacks
Okay.
on her here.
Oh, so you action surge? Okay.
Yeah, action surge. First attack, 29.
Damn, son.
For 16, I will trip attack her.
Damn. Just getting it.
So
Okay,
she needs
she's
to
gotta
make
make
a. I'll tell you the DC
Strength
here.
save?
It's 9 extra damage, and it's a 17 on the DC. Granted, I already have advantage, so I'm just getting double advantage here, but whatever.
Almost. It's knocked down.
Okay, and then
You
second
sweep
attack.
her legs out from under her.
This lady is getting
attack.
fucked up. You got this crazy mind fire thing going on. You just come up like, "Ah!"
She's
take
not
out the
having a good
legs.
day. 29 again. 16 damage.
Okay.
I really want to kill her in one attack or like one round.
It's not gonna happen.
Well, I have one more attack and I still have 2 superiority dice, so I can add to it.
Is it worth it though? She's the only enemy left, and you still got a berg.
Yeah, but if
she's the
me and
only- she's the
Amira
only enemy
murdered
left.
everyone,
You didn't murder everyone. Berg
if they
did
all
work.
died by our hands and not yours,
That's right. If Berg did nothing and only everyone else
None
did
of this
everything,
would be possible if not for the. Okay, so don't forget that.
That's true. It's true. You are filled with zealous righteousness because of the power of heaven is empowering you. Heaven-wise.
I will do a menacing attack on this person.
Okay.
So let me roll the d10 and they need to make a saving throw.
Okay.
So an extra 7 on top of that 16.
Got it. Okay. And then it's
Wisdom saving throw. DC 17.
Fails.
Okay. So she has the frightened until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And then final attack, I'll use Great Weapon Master. So it knocks. Let me see this again. It is a -5 penalty to attack, but plus 10 damage. I should have been doing this from before.
And you have advantage.
Yeah. 21, 16.
That's a hit.
It's a hit? Okay.
Yeah.
So 29 damage,
Okay.
and I will stop. I'm not going to use my last
Okay,
superiority
cool.
dice.
She has all the conditions in the world. She's poisoned. She's got cuckoo crazy brain, and now is afraid.
She's tripped and afraid, yeah.
Okay, so she falls down. She's under confusion. I have to roll randomly to see what she does first.
That's right. I
So
forgot about
randomly, she doesn't move or take actions this turn. So she just lays on the ground. You know in Blade Runner when Pris gets shot and she's like screaming and kicking and like flailing around on the floor. That's what's happening right now. She's just like thrown her weapon aside and she's just like shrieking and flailing and doing nothing. That's her turn. She gets a saving throw against the contagion at the end of the turn. God, mind fire would be the worst to have for like a week. Like, can you imagine? Like, guess what? You got crazy boiling brain for the rest of the week.
That was
And
me
it's
with the flu
con
not so
save.
long ago.
Yeah, con
Yeah,
save
right.
DC 18.
What is it? You get like fucking bacterial meningitis or something, and it just makes you go Looney Tunes.
Dan just has herpes, but only in his pinky. It's kind of weird.
It's the herpes finger. Don't touch it. It's evil magic.
Yeah. He wears like a finger cap on it, so he finally removed it.
He was getting it treated, and they were like, "All right, then we're
Takes
working."
years of growing it
Leave
just
that.
on that finger.
Gross. Okay, so what's the DC? I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about creepy herpes
18.
finger. All right, so she's still, that's one of two, right?
Yeah, she has to do it 2 more times.
Yeah, and Chad had a great question. Like, if she dies and is reborn, will she still have mind fire? I mean, we don't know, right?
It's true.
Okay. And she's afraid of Mahari, but she's so buried under her, like, mental problems.
I wanted her to run away so I get a attack of opportunity. But
She can't. She's just laying there screaming and kicking.
yeah.
All right, so Yota, you're on the roof. You're keeping an eye on things. You see this. You see what at first you thought was like a shadow, like passing across the ground. And you look up and you see descending over the rooftops is almost like a fog, but it's red. It's like this rust-colored, like reddish fog, and it pours over the edge of the roof and like is pouring down into the thing. What are you gonna do? Because this guy was like, this was a good time last time we fought this dude.
That was super fun. That was great. Nothing worked. It was awesome.
He's a big boy.
He's asking you, Zeke, what do you want to do?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was just like picturing the fog and just
He's like, oh god, blood fog.
yeah, no, I'm like,
Yeah, you see
like
that terrible
Ray,
fog that
or
turns
no, like
people inside
Egon.
out.
Egon, like, I'm sorry, I'm terrified beyond the ability for rational thought. Okay, so where's this red fog coming from? Oh, it's right there. You put it on the map.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see it on the map. Yeah,
like a wine stain.
Yeah.
We can't even really fight it, right? The last time we fought it, just everything went through it.
Yeah, big judge.
There is literally nothing I can do. Like, I hope that, like, I told those guys where to meet me, and I'm going to, like, is like is like fleeing a held action. Can I hold that until something happens?
Yeah, you can take the dash action if something happens that you don't like.
Okay. Well,
What's
that's
the
what I'm gonna do.
trigger
Like,
for the dash? What's the trigger for the dash action?
if they start running, if my friends start running,
Right, if they run, you run.
yeah. If they start fighting, then I'll do something else.
Well, you'll do nothing, right? Because it's got to be a trigger you set now.
Oh, so I can't set like an either or. It has to be
No, it's got to be
thing.
when
Okay.
this, then that, and that's it. Yeah.
okay. So when they run, I will run.
Okay, good. All right, so let me just see here about some stuff. Okay, good. You got the rest of this turn. After Yodazo's turn is finished, the cloud of blood congeals into a very big boy.
Yeah, he's back.
The judge. Here come the judge.
Here come the
I can
judge.
see
All right,
his
Berg.
nipple.
It's your turn. Yeah. So to remind you, this guy is 15 feet tall. He is wearing this like hood, this black hood. He's got this weird like metal girdle thing on, and he's just enormous. And when he appears, everybody run. Like there's just like screaming in fear, and everybody starts taking off.
Let's wind the clocks back, not a year. The last time we fought him.
Yes.
I use my normal attacks. I think I even tried some heavenly shit, right? That's what made everybody go crazy. And it still did nothing. Like if I understand, it just went right through.
That we know
right?
of, yeah. I don't know if he was taking half damage or no damage or what.
Yeah, you didn't. I mean, he only got attacked a couple of times,
Yeah.
so you're not really sure what the hell's going on.
We're kind of all, I think, pretty interested in fighting at this point, too. So,
You guys want to give it a shot? I'll give it a shot. Listen, Berg's been going for a long time. If he dies here, it's like could run. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's kind of where he's been. No, seriously though, I'll fight if that's what we're doing. That's kind of what I'm getting at. I just wanted to see if I did any sort of damage the last time because my memory isn't that good as far as
You
the last
can't.
time
Yeah,
we
you
fought.
can't remember.
Okay. All right. Then fuck it. Let's do it. Berg is going to. I feel like I should just light the sword up now for extra heavenly damage because everybody's leaving and the judge is already here. How much worse could it get, really?
The judge is here. Yeah, he's here to judge you. It's not like he's gonna be like, you're extra naughty. He's already seen this happen.
Yeah.
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 You wanna light it up?
Berg's gonna whisper his sweet nothings into the sword to make it lit. And then
Oh God. Oh God.
Now everybody has advantage until the end of this turn, except okay. I'm just checking for your other thing.
Yeah.
All right. So your hammer, the hammer of heaven, for which you are named, ignites with heaven's glorious burning light, which all those around you find hideous to look upon, except Amira. I need to make a roll for her. So you see her eyes. You see her eyes go wide, her pupils dilate. She takes like a gasp when she sees it. And she's real close too. Let's see, what's her wisdom saving throw? Okay, she is
rough.
stunned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I wanted to have happen.
She sees the light of heaven. She sees the light of heaven for the first time, and is just like frozen by it. Just
pretty fucking cool.
And like she can't breathe, and she's like having a panic attack because she's transfixed by heaven's glory.
Could Berg help in that moment if he notices that and just like?
You're in the middle of a rage, so you probably barely notice it. And you gotta attack if you don't want your rage to run out anyway. All right, you wanna go?
Let's go get the boy.
Fuck this dude up. Okay.
God, I just remember the damage he dealt, and it's so much. It's so much
It's a
fucking
lot.
damage. Well, all right. So we're fighting, right? Yep. Okay.
Got
we're
that
fighting. Let's go.
protocol. It sounds like you are. Yes. Okay. All right. Run towards this purple giant, and begin swinging. A 12 sadly is not sufficient to hit. So you bring in the swing. You can't see it on this token, but he's holding this staff with like a big ring, middle ring on the end of it, and he swings it down to. Why would Berg have advantage?
I don't have advantage. It affects everyone else.
So people are chat is misinterpreting. The ability does not apply to the yeller, just the people who hear the yell. That's why it's 10 people, right? Anyway, so he brings the staff down in the way, and you crash into it. Sparks and fire spill out onto the floor. You still got another attack.
Yeah, I do.
Do good
Bring the
things.
hammer back around the other side. There you go. All right, so you hit him.
For Pap. For Papskis.
Okay, and then roll. It automatically rolls the 2d6 for you. Roll another d6 plus 5.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 11.
2d6 plus 5 or 1?
It's 29.
No, 1.
Oh, okay.
And then,
Is
He did max it. It's 29.
10. Yeah, it's 29. Okay, 29 damage. Yeah. Anything else? I think that's all.
We already did the first. Well, I could choose to what's called add that extra damage. I'm trying to remember what is it? Orcish Fury.
That's only when
That's
you
not a
crit, I
crit.
thought.
When you,
Oh, you can. Yeah,
No,
you
no,
can.
no.
You do. You
You
can.
can
Yeah, you
attack
have one
using
that lets you
temporal.
roll one more damage die.
yeah, let's just do that. I just want to dump as much damage as I can before I potentially go down. So,
All right.
so what is it? I'm just rolling another d6.
No, it's you can deal another radiant damage. Would be another d6 or another d8 of bludgeoning.
Radiant.
Okay, let's roll another d6.
Worth it.
30 total.
30 solid.
10, 13.
Sick. Hey, that was on one hit. All right, imagine if that other one hit.
No, it's
Whoa.
great. I'm a fan.
Thanks, I appreciate it, man. I need that positive reinforcement.
It's more than that actually, because it's 10, 10 plus 8 plus 3 for rage plus another 11.
Oh, so it's
plus
33.
1. 33, yeah.
Yeah, because of the rage. I forgot about the rage.
Your attack has no effect on him. You swing it, and it just like it hits him, and he ripples like a cloud of blood, and the hammer tears out the other side, and you stagger forward, and he just looks down at you with this like silent, judging face.
So we got to figure out a way to stop, if it's possible, this whole ripple effect thing. Ramus?
I love that.
something.
That's perfect. That's a perfect response, Ramus.
I think it's literally, yeah, you hear Berg go like, "Ugh, Ramus!
So at the end of your turn, Berg, he looks down at you like silently judging, and he looks up and he sees the clown princess over here flapping around, and he just shakes his head like, what an idiot. And he lifts his staff and bang, drops it down on the floor at the end of your turn, and everybody within
Go hands.
100 feet who can see this guy makes a charisma saving throw. Oh, your best save.
We're all so good at this.
What is this doing?
You're gonna. I'm so sorry about this.
Back.
He only gets to do it
gonna be
once.
great.
It's his big attack. He can only do it once per turn.
Fuck yes!
There you go, Berg with the 18. Okay,
Crits have I
Wow.
rolled?
Wow.
and we'll talk about what happens for.
It's
Okay,
just
so
two,
the
but-
Everyone's
jester
rolling
gets it.
eighteen.
Holy shit! Holy shit! This is the only way that it would be possible for you to get here is just crits because you're all so bad at this.
Please crit.
Okay.
Nope.
Let's roll. Ooh, all right, Maharib.
There's no hope.
And then Amira. Hold on, Amira gets one more. So she's got to save too. Charisma saving throw.
Oh, you were saving for the court jester. Gotcha.
Save for the jester.
We
Okay.
both
All right.
fail.
So we've got on the fail side, we've got Amira and Maharib.
I'm gonna
And-
use my reroll. I have Indomitable. I think I can reroll with this, right? Reroll
Okay.
saving throw. Yeah, I mean, I might as well try for the crit.
Do they still have
No.
advantage right now from my thing, or is it no? Because my turn ended. Right?
No, yeah, it's at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
failed
and it's
still.
anybody who could see him. It's like line of sight, not like looking at him that causes it. Okay, so if you succeeded, you take.
It's half, right?
Let's see. It's weird. It's phrased weird. So everybody's gonna take some damage,
It's a big roll.
and this
too.
is true. This is true of everybody. Okay, you all take 39 damage.
Okay.
That kills the jester. It's necrotic damage, I think. So just for resistances and what have you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you take necrotic damage. Yep. 39 necrotic damage. So that's true of everybody. And then if you succeeded, the jester is dead, like at your feet, Maharib. Like she just screams and flails, and all of her blood is torn out of her body, and she dies. It's horrific.
Great.
And then if you failed, you take 2 levels of exhaustion.
Jeez.
Failed your save.
Oh. And we can't even. I hate this guy. I hate him so much.
He's a bad dude. It's true. Which means your speed is halved and you have disadvantage on ability checks,
Okay.
but not attack rolls or saving throws.
Movie.
Okay, so you just feel like this wave of pain and exhaustion. And then let's see.
On saving throws or skill checks, disadvantage. What was that?
Skill checks.
Skill
Yeah,
checks,
it's like
okay.
skill checks and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
Okay, and then if you made the save, if you failed the save, you're blind.
Jeez, and blind.
You go blind. Yeah. If you failed the save, you only get 1 level of exhaustion, and you're not blind.
Wait. If you succeeded, you're saying we get 1 level of exhaustion?
Yeah. So it's either 2 levels of exhaustion and blind, or it's 1 level and not blind. So Amira, her eyes cloud over.
Yeah, she's still stunned, but yeah.
She's stunned and blind. Yeah, her eyes cloud
This
over.
would
She probably
be-
doesn't even know. She's just
This
freaking
would be
out.
really bad if it happened to one. of
Maharib,
our
you
other tanks.
failed too,
Oh, wait,
right?
it did.
Yeah, I'm blind with 2 levels of exhaustion.
Okay. And then Yota, you have 1 level of exhaustion and.
Now, I have to ask just because I have so many like immunities or advantages and stuff like that. Charm, frighten, disease, or poison, any of those.
It's none of those. It's blinded.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Ramus, it is your turn.
I walk up to Maharib. I say, "What do we say to the god of blindness?" Not today.
Okay. All right. So Maharib, you are no
I
longer. Oh, make your religion check, Ramus.
Oh yeah.
Maharib's like, "There's a
I hope
god
you
of
failed because that was
blindness."
a bad joke.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Ramus lays his healing hands upon you. The power of Ramus compels you. Blam! And now you can see.
Great.
That's nice.
Yep.
You're still slow as shit, but you can see.
Amira is like just standing there with her eyes wide open with like tears of blood like streaming down her face. So you moved, you cast a spell. Any bonus actions or anything you want to do, Ramus?
No, that's it.
Okay, just finish moving. Okay. All right. Amira, she's only stunned for 1 turn. And that's this turn. Okay, so at the end of this turn, she is no longer stunned, but she is blind, and she falls, and she falls to her knees. She's not prone or anything, but she like falls down, and she's like grabbing her face, and she can feel there's blood on her face. She can't see, and she shouts in Giant. She's like, "Maharib, I can't see. What's going on?" And she's like looking around, like swinging the spear, trying to like keep everyone away from her.
Sure.
But she can't. Yeah, she can't do anything. That's the end of her turn. Maharib, it is your turn.
Since my speed is halved, I'll run 30 feet to stand like right next to her. Move me 30 feet. This is so stupid. It just goes off on its
Yeah,
own.
you may need to reload. It probably thinks you're right clicking and left clicking at the same time.
Maybe that that's exactly what it was. I right clicked and it fixed it.
Yeah,
okay,
right
great.
click got clicked.
Yeah,
Got stuck. Okay.
I just run up to next to her and grab the staff that she's like doing this bullshit with.
Yeah, so thwack, she hits you. Do you tell her that it's you?
Yeah. I try to catch it if I can. If you want me to make a dex save for that or something like that, let me know.
No, it's fine. So you like stop her, and she looks in your direction, but not right at you, and she's like, What's going on? What happened?
I think I'm just like staring at the judge in front of us and just say, "We have a new enemy. We'll figure it out."
Stay she here. Snarls. You can see all her fangs, and she's like, "Point me at him." And she like turns the spear. I think these people are all dead. They had their blood sucked out.
Yeah. Okay.
Dead. Everyone within 100 feet of you that isn't like an NPC. All of the shops, everyone's dead. Like the judge just blasted everybody.
Okay. I have no sense of how hurt she actually is, right?
You have an ability that would let you know if she has more or less.
Yeah, it's gonna take 10 fucking rounds though, so I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. I guess the dragon knights aren't. I should roll saves for them because they'll probably help you fight. Actually. Let me roll for them. So it's charisma saves. If they're blind, they won't, and if they're not blind,
well, that's one blind.
Blind. Okay, so they're both like laying on the ground, like bleeding from their eyeballs, screaming, but they're alive because they're tougher than commoners.
I think I'm gonna actually point Amira's like the spear that Amira is wielding because she said to point her.
Yeah, she's like, point me at him, I'll fuck him up.
I'm gonna point it the opposite way, like this direction, and tell her to go that way because I don't want her to.
What are you doing? Oh, we need her.
Well, she's blind, so I don't know how much help she's actually gonna be. Also,
I mean, if she knows what square to attack, she's just got disadvantage, and she attacks 3 times around. But she's fighting with a stick.
I mean, she was rolling good damage with that. Let me see. She's on 2d8. All right, fuck it. I'll point it towards the judge guy. Point her in the right direction.
Okay.
JP,
he's over there.
Cool, but she's an NPC. They're expendable. Put her in the fight.
It's true.
Okay. All right. So she turns and she's just like, all right, I don't care. I'm blind. I've been in worse situations. I was dead yesterday. I don't care about this shit. Okay. So you moved. You had to double move to go over there, right?
Yeah. I'm done. That's my turn.
Okay. All right. So it is the judge's turn. Would you like to take a break here? And I can take the judge's turn.
Yeah, let's take a break
When we come back.
Yeah, we can take a break.
Break.
About stuff.
Let's do that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Everybody
how long
pray
this is
real
gonna
hard.
go on, so yeah, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back in the second half and see if we can actually kill this the Herald of Blood, as it's called in the turn order, which you guys have not seen.
Or hurt it.
Yeah. Or hurt it at all.
You haven't
That's
heard
true.
it yet.
We gotta hurt it. That's very true. All right, we'll be right back. More Quarter Swords coming up right after this. We'll see you guys in just about 5 minutes.